What's going on YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? The man also known as Jay, hitting y'all up with another video and another topic. Um, and this time I want to talk about marriage, get my take on marriage. So therefore the title of this video is going to be called My Take on Marriage. Uh, really want to get into it and, some things that's been on my mind about, you know, marriage nowadays and, how it differs uh, this generation as opposed to the generation, back, like just say like 30, 40 years ago. How it differs, back then as opposed to now. Back then marriage was more sacred and more, you know, um, people were staying together way more than what they are today. So in other words, marriage back then were much more genuine than what it is today. Even like your parents, for you know your parents, they stayed together for many a years. You know, and especially like your grandparents. Your grandparents would stay together. Basically to their doing part. Nowadays, um, a lot of people not staying together anymore. And when you were coming up, your parents would stay together too. And that's not to say that relationships do break up. And it's all within individuals. Every individual situation is different, but marriage back then, people had a stronger bond. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they really took in, you know, really was about what the vows, marriage vows, was really about. You know what I'm saying? Well, nowadays, marriage is about uh, convenience. Uh, especially like on the woman's side, she's marrying a man because for financial support. Um, she don't want to work, and it's just a lot of things that marriage is about nowadays. It's not what it used to be. It's kind of like a joke, and so to speak. And not only that, a lot of the laws have changed uh, nowadays as opposed to back in the day. It's like women get away with a lot of different things. So marriage is more like a business between a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not as far as love is concerned anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not about true love anymore. It's about what somebody can get out somebody having their financial needs met, and for the sake of them living their lives comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Not all situations, but there are a lot of situations where marriage comes in to play as far as convenience is concerned. You know what I'm saying? And but people not really taking those vows very seriously. You know what I'm saying? If you get in a marriage with somebody, you've been seeing somebody for a very long time, and y'all decide to take it to the next level and get married. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be able to stay together. Uh, you know, you try to stay together through the rough times. So when the times of hardship comes, what I'm saying, a lot of people can't handle that. And given the fact that you have your differences, but you have to work that out, and you have to work that out and try to lay down a foundation for, to try to stay together, but we all don't know how long something gonna last. You can only uh, make it go so far, but you have to be sure is that's what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? And especially like when kids come into play too. But anyway, I'm gonna speak on that later on. I just wanna just do some little touch ups right now, and I'm gonna go into a part two on this topic a little later on. But anyway, I want to say this too. Um, like these celebrities, like particularly like J Lo, which is Jennifer Lopez and Halle Berry, and I'm gonna even go in on Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian, these women are highly successful, you know, in their careers, especially Jennifer Lopez and Halle Berry and Kim Kardashian too. Even though they be beating up on how she got into it, but basically she had money anyway. You know what I'm saying, before she even got uh in connection with the men that she was dating and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying. Uh, and it's just a whole lot been going on with her. Uh, it's a trip. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about that a little later too. I just want to say this: these women have been married more than one time. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer Lopez, she's been married more than one time, and if I'm not mistaken, if my information is correct, her longest marriage was 7 years. She just got separated or divorced from Mark Anthony. Which is her children's father as well. You know what I'm saying? I think that was her longest marriage, if I'm not mistaken. But it goes to show you, marriage isn't, people not staying together longer. And I was surprised to hear that she was married to Mark Anthony for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like today that's the longest marriage span. It's between 5 and 7 years. You'd be lucky to even get that far. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's just to say this: these women are really successful. They have lots of money. They you know they could buy a whole continent of men and wouldn't be struggling. You know what I'm saying? But they just can't seem to keep a man. You know what I'm saying? Especially Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez and Halle Berry. They are really, really, multi-millionaires, and maybe close to a billionaire. But anyway, I don't know what their net worth is, but my point is, they can buy a whole continent of men. You know what I'm saying? But my point is that money alone, it doesn't substitute for you really staying together. In other words, you can't buy love. You know what I'm saying? So you can have all the money in the world, but if that aspect of your life is not on point too, then you know what I'm saying, then it's not gonna work out for you. So in other words, what I'm saying, I don't know, maybe it's something to have something to do with them, or who knows, maybe what I'm saying, it's a pattern, their behavior pattern, how they get down with men or something like that. But they've been married several times, and they really haven't got it right yet. Granted that Jennifer Lopez, she said she's going to keep on doing it until she gets it right. I give her credit for that. Kudos for that. But anyway, what I'm saying, my point is, what I'm saying, money does not fix everything. What I'm saying, money only fixes a certain things. But when it comes down to relationships, and you can be very rich and successful, but money can't buy you love. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna go in a little bit more detail in the next installment of this video series. I might just make, I don't know how many parts I'm gonna make, but I just wanted to, put that out there. I'll speak on Halle Berry and stuff like that in the next video. But basically, that's it for right now. This is part one on my take of marriage, and I'll be at you with the second installment real soon. So, this is the man also known as Jay signing off. Take care. Peace.